hear from Sanchez. Never diss the man with a handle. You never know what could happen. But I must tell you, welcome to the Caribbean Connection. I'm Garfield Reid on WAVS Radio, your source for Caribbean news and views and interviews and the stories that matter. 1 hour of information coming your way. That's what you need to know starting right now. It's 6:08 on the clock in the studios of WAVS. It's 77 degrees on the outside. I tell you, it's humid, it's getting warm. So we can know the summer is here. The summer is here. Today, we have a show today, but I just want to say give thanks before I kick off the show today to the Smallest Voice Foundation, and we should be hearing from the principal of Smallest Voice at 6:50, and their event last Saturday was a success. The 12th annual stroke awareness and prevention, I was telling you, it was a success, and we are going to hear more about it come 6:50 today. Today at 6:30, at 6:25, we should be talking to the number one attorney, immigration attorney, Kevin Miller. You'll be calling into the studio as usual, as he does every week. We'll be talking about immigration, new things on the horizon. And shortly after that, we should be talking to Christopher McCurdy of Chops Media out of Western Jamaica, Montego Bay. He will be giving us an insight on the shooting in Granville, St. James, and that young lady, Latoya, also known as Bujo, that lost her life due to the shooting of the police. We'll be talking to him about that, giving some insights. You know, he's in Western Jamaica, and as we promised at 6:50, we shall be talking to the Smiley's Rice Foundation, Miss Carol Hilton, and I tell you, I was there Saturday and it was a wonderful event. I mean, the event was well attended and I was just elated. I myself went to see one of the doctors that evaluate your risk of falling. I sat there and the doctor really opened up my mind, my head, my eyes, and showed me some things, some techniques that I can use to make sure I can get a proper balance, especially getting up in the morning. And the exercise that he has advises me to do, I've been doing it, and I tell you, I have seen it where it is working out where I need it to be. But I'm telling you, it was well, you know. But so what's on my mind? What's on my mind, is this shooting in St. James. And I will tell you, folks, anywhere you are in the world and you are stopped by the cop, please follow the commands of the police officer. It can save life, it can protect your life, and we will be around to talk about it. But just please follow the commands of the police officer. And we should be talking to Christopher McCurdy about that. And it will be an exciting show. We're just trying to make it. It's a somber note knowing that someone has lost their life, but we just have to push through when it comes on to that. A lot of things going on. But while talking about that, I saw where the Prime Minister of Jamaica, he went into Turks and Caicos on Saturday, because while he was in Turks and Caicos on Saturday, he went for an opening, I think, of the Sandal Resort. Adam Stewart, the chairman of Sandals, they're opening up a new hotel in Turks and Caicos, or a refurbishing, I'm not quite sure. But what is more interesting for me is that he went and met with the police officers of Turks and Caicos. And these police officers were actually Jamaican police officers in Turks and Caicos in their Jamaican uniform. And of course, he met with the commissioner of police in Turks and Turks and Caicos. And he was Fitz Bailey. He was a former deputy commissioner of police in Jamaica, retired, and he picked up the job in Turks and Caicos. But while the Prime Minister was on the parade, because the honor guard and the Prime Minister was asked to do the inspection of the police officers, and there were several, about 30 officers, if my memory served me correctly. And what I like about it, it was a good mix of police. It was from a constable to a corporal to a sergeant to deputy superintendent and so forth. So there was a wide variety of ranks, a rank and file and officer corps there. And the Prime Minister were asking these guys where in Jamaica they're from. They introduced themselves, their rank, their place of birth in Jamaica, and where they have worked and all of that. But more importantly, they were explaining to the Prime Minister of the duty that they are actually executing in Turks and Caicos. When they got there, they actually brought the murders down to zero. And these are police officers, and I would suspect they are on secondment from the Jamaica Constabulary because they were still wearing the uniform of the Jamaica Constabulary, and they were out there. They were armed. Let us be clear: they were armed. They have their badge, they have their guns, and whatever tools they need. But these were like the best of the best. So when we talk about policing in Jamaica, and they were actually saying that the training that they receive in Jamaica is what propelled them in Turks and Caicos to drive the crime down. And I will tell you, it was delightful to know that there are police officers can hold their head up high in the Caribbean. So that is what we want. Police officers in Jamaica, use the training that you were given at your training school, use it in community policing, and remember, you are to protect and serve and to preserve life and property and protect property